So is there any more things to purchase that have been thought of since last session? Not expecting answers, just in case someone thought of something.
I already spent all of it.
You spent all the party's money for a fancy stick.
Hey, this is a really fancy stick. It's a tool to dispense bad luck upon bad people. Also upon good people that I just don't like.
Good people that are having bad days.
During downtime, Kirrik's just like constantly utilizing the returning room. Feeling much more confident now that that's a thing.
You've assuaged all of the anxiety that could have been brought onto him.
He's just chucking his fucking sword everywhere.
It's a boomerang. So we are resting in Egede for a few days. Sakawachi and her group are doing what reconnaissance they can to make preparations for setting out farther west across the blasted terrain of Mendev on the way to Sarkoris. You first of all, you've spent the past couple of days sort of like just imagine taking a day because Teriani and Kirrik, the rooms were still spinning because you were overcoming the last vestiges of that mariner's curse that you've been harboring before finally getting over it, and then spending a good portion of the next 2 days just shopping, looking for deals. There were specific things you wanted. Egede is a metropolis, but being that everything is overpriced is something that is contextual with how hard it is to find, just vendors who are willing to do basic work. And you seem to have gotten the major bits of purchases done and are maybe heading back to the Harp, which was the name of the inn that you had been staying in. When you're crossing, this big, wide plaza, the center of which is this very ornate, very revered metal sculpture of Iomade, sword held high, as if hoping for a divine bolt of justice to strike the tip of the sword and strike it down on some evil doer. When a group of a trio of soldiers sort of approach you. They're wearing classic Mendevian garb, and it's an not older guy, but it's a man in his 30s who is flanked in behind by two junior or looking people. He approaches you and says, "Stop there. In the name of the Committee of Moral Rectitude, I need to ask you a few questions." I am.
Shit, is this the same guy that didn't let us onto the island?
It is not. It is this guy. He introduces himself as a Riargo, and these are my lieutenants, Tyran and Estalia. We are members of the Committee of Moral Rectitude, and we have questions about your business here in Egede.
Is that Committee of Moral Rectitude or Committee of Moral Rectitude?
Moral Rectitude.
Oh, God, we're in a dystopia. Should we be concerned about this at all?
I mean, all we're doing is stocking up and passing through, right?
This Riargo fellow who addressed you seems to be, pretty serious and confident. Tyran and Estalia seem, I don't want to say jittery, but they very obviously have sort of a nervous look to them, and they do seem poised to potentially go to arms if things get bad. I don't want to say it looks like they're itching for a fight. It almost seems like they are afraid of a fight breaking out. So they are a little weary. Riargo says, now, I know you have been here for a few days, but I've been informed that you were not allowed permission to dock and enter the city regardless. I have also been
Well, we
told...
didn't dock.
I understand. I've also been told you have been making particular purchases in town that have aroused suspicion of the committee. And he sort of gestures at this accursed staff that the party has recently picked up. Certain items of which no good deeds could come from.
So
I
to
thought it'd be
clarify,
less stacking up cursed stuff.
we're being questioned for not having or for buying the staff and not the guy who got it and it was selling it.
The members of Egede are well vetted and strict to we hold a strict code of ethics, and interlopers and strangers such as yourselves who come into town and sow discord and potentially malice, well, until your intentions are known, I'm afraid we'll have to detain you.
I'd rather not be detained.
Once again, I thought we got a healing staff, not a cursing staff.
No, I don't think.
Did we get both?
What's with the fucking salsa music?
It's getting saucy in around here. We did not buy a staff of healing. That was something I suggested as available and affordable, but it was declined.
Oh.
Yeah, and I got a staff.
Okay, never mind. We did buy a cursing staff.
As you look upon the square, there is lots and lots of peering eyes from other citizens who are very interested in how this plays out. Some with abject, they are afraid, classic potential shootout in the streets that has them sort of cowering and closing windows, but others look from raised windows or up on balconies with almost a look of fervent zeal at any upcoming violence.
What are we doing here? We're just gathering things before we set out again, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Stocking up before we leave. Like, straight up. That's it.
Yeah, like we're just gonna.
We have a dangerous adventure.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd like, we can simply leave the city. You won't have your, supposed ne'er-do-wells.
That may very well be the ultimate solution, but that's for the committee to decide now. I'll ask you one more time. Please come with us so that we may hold you for all of the city's safekeeping.
What explicitly have we done?
Well,
Other than mind our own business and purchase things?
We bought a thing.
I'm not resisting, I'm just asking.
Not
right
resisting.
now.
That's for the committee to decide.
This was a
Wait.
question, not a
It's for
statement.
the committee to decide whether or not we did bad.
So, hold on. So your legal process is arrest us, then have the committee decide what you arrested us for.
We have many eyewitnesses that say you have been seeking questionable goods, and I can see now that has been proven true, as well as testimony from the dock master that you were not allowed entry into Egede, yet here you are again. So I believe I have very strong reasons to detain you.
I'd like to clarify that he didn't want us to dock because he didn't like the crew. We did not dock. We did not bring the crew. We are here just on us.
Can we roll the
Yeah, you guys have presented some arguments about how you're not doing bad things, so let's make it into dice.
We'll roll a dice.
I nominate somebody else to
Am
roll.
I making an impression, or am I making? This is like a request one and two, right?
Well, if you're requesting, I've got a prompt here.
Yeah, I'll be diplomatic first.
What's the general vibe of the city? Like, in the old ways, would this city have been considered like neutral, like lawful evil, lawful neutral, lawful good?
At the height, so we've made some recall knowledges about this earlier. At the height of the city, it was old alignment system would be very much lawful good. This was like the last waypoint before champions would go off into the world wound to save humanity. But that has been almost half a decade at this point. Clearly, the city is in decline. There are lots of abandoned and empty buildings. And from the past few days of you interacting with people, almost everyone seems very on edge, jumpy, and suspicious of you. You have not found many people who were excited to see strangers or were friendly, anything more than just sort of indifferent to you.
Yeah, so I'll just like, look, we just want to leave. We came in, stocked up. We're getting out of here.
Tyrion, one of the juniors in the back, is like, Riargo, can't we just let them go? They said they want to leave, and that's what we want. They can leave. Riargo, he sort of takes like a long look over your shoulder for a moment, and says, now, they could be, if they are indeed evildoers, escape is surely what they want more than anything else. How can I be sure of your good intentions? Perhaps this is only a misunderstanding, but I've not seen any particularly pious acts from the lot of you, or any. Give me reason to believe that you should be free to go. Before anybody says anything, go ahead and roll sense motive.
Give me a reason why you're innocent.
Neat.
Oh wait, no. There's this button. You go boop, then. Oh, my mouse is being weird.
Gotta get a mouse.
Oh, I see the problem. I have too much shit plugged into my USB slots on my computer.
Too many computers.
Yeah. Oh, let's see if I do this. Like my mouse is literally like periodically freezing on the screen, making it somewhat difficult to click on things.
Well, it's like when a cat is biting your hand constantly.
Meow.
Clickety, so good.
Oh, wait, did I have clickety clicked?
Yeah, clickety clicked. I think clickety's bonus is the same as yours, so it's fine.
Clickety's bonus probably isn't the same as mine.
So,
Clickety's bonus is better than mine.
clickety's is better than yours. All of you, except for Kirrik, sort of get the same impression that he is stalling. Him looking over your shoulder, but there not being anything there. It almost seems like he was expecting something, but it hasn't happened yet. Kirrik, you mostly just get the sense that he's not convinced yet that, you do have good intentions in mind, or at least, neutral intentions in mind. So he asks you to, prove your worth or your virtues. And at that point, you could be on your way.
And please.
The only virtue I know is healing potions and stitching people together.
You could do this with more diplomacy if you wanted to as well.
I don't want to do this with more diplomacy.
We're scared of diplomacy in this party.
We have two people that are super good at diplomacy. One of
yeah.
them
Yes,
even talks.
us.
Am I
Like,
still
hey.
sticking to two? Did
No,
we take a hit
that's
for
gone
this?
away.
Is there a button for me to diplomacize that?
Oh yeah, right,
In that
right
case,
here.
my sense motive should be two higher.
Yeah. So let's talk about how, like, for one, you're threatening to arrest us, and we just want to leave, as opposed to like if we were really fuck, I'm gonna hear up like that. If we were really
Oh, you
bad
didn't take off the
people,
second yet.
All right, I'll take out
I-
the second for you.
so I
Take
didn't
it.
realize
Taking off the second, as you can see, how modifying matters turns that failure into a success. You're starting to feel sick. Like, oh boy, we're just gonna have to kill people again, and you're like, no, wait, actually. He huffs and he starts to put his way, away this threatening aura he has. I'm going to do this, and then do this. Do this.
Is this how we dodge the combat?
He sort of relaxes a little bit as you hear a wagon creeping around, sort of coming from the other direction behind you. It is being pulled by a dwarven man who's wearing
Nice
much similar to what they are wearing. He calls out, "Ah, Captain Steelflare, thank you for arriving, settling this dispute." And this guy comes up. He's carrying a cart, and on the cart is a massive metal box.
Metal box?
It gives you the sense of something that you could have all been thrown in potentially.
Huh.
He comes up and says, "Thank you, Riargo. I'll take care of the rest of this." He has, very well-worn, burnished plate mail of a classic Mendevian crusader, and his gray beard is definitely seen many years under it. And he steps up on the cart, and he just kind of scrambles as he's speaking up on top of this big metal box, and says, "I am Gar Steelflare of the Committee for Moral Rectitude. You have, I'm sure Riargo has explained to you our suspicions of your intent for in this town. And we will get this squared away immediately. You must now stand trial. All of these charges that have been borne against you by the committee are threat enough to our way of life. And
Wait, charges?
What? We're just trying to leave.
you snuck into town. You have brought curses upon you. We have seen the way you stagger about town, as well as picking up as other accursed objects from our people down on their luck, hoarding them. You will face evil itself, as like attracts like. And if consumed by the evil, we will know you are guilty."
So literally, they're just making us do public service, essentially.
Cleaning
up evil.
As you speak up in potentially, objection to that, he kicks open the big metal box, and roiling out of it is a slime that kind of rolls over itself in your direction.
Okay. I'm guessing I should prepare my dailies
Yeah.
and pass them out.
This will immediately lead to a combat that none of you asked for whatsoever.
Wait.
So you just unveiled this monster in the middle of town, saying we're causing problems.
I got arrested. Okay.
You've had rests, yes. It's been at least 3 days since you arrived in Egede.
Alright. Passing out junk. Everybody get ready to take all of your things.
Alchemist management is fun.
Well, whenever this lets me drag things, that is. Here we go. One of those. 3 of those. 6 of those? Question mark.
Take all those things. Sound. Opening the box.
Ew.
Sci-fi combat. We'll try cyberpunk. This isn't cyberpunk. I just need to rename or reload the music. It's probably that there's new stuff added. Who's taking that last soothing tonic?
Not me.
Just still sit there. I'll take it. Point.
Teriani get one?
Duty Tommy?
It's all
No, I was
been
thinking-
it's all been distributed now. His character. You guys can spread out a little bit if you want. Don't go any more left.
It's birds.
What, were they yelling at us?
Are they yelling at us?
I mean, I'm looking at the distance between us.
Yes, they're yelling at you.
Is this like a raised platform that would count as like lesser cover or something?
Yes, you could take cover behind it if you wanted to. It is a central square where a raised dais holds up this beautiful fountain statue of Aiuvarin.
Where's the box of data at?
When you're ready for when you're standing where you want, roll initiative. The box of bad is going to be adjacent to Gar.
Oh, that's weird. I think I need to refresh. Oh, I got logged out.
Well, let me know when you're back because you're first. To be clear, it does not look like any of these humanoids, intend to be combatants. After he kicks open the thing, he kind of leans back to watch and see what happens, as well as the other committee members, as well as lots of people in adjacent buildings and such. This is a very exciting show because you are face to face with this creature.
Living evil.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Can I get my free recall knowledge?
Yes. You didn't target it.
I'm trying to...
No, you don't need to try it again. Okay. You've heard about these in classic stories of dungeon delving. This is a black pudding.
I don't think
It's
a black
pudding.
It is pudding.
Can I eat it?
You can ask me 3 questions about how it behaves.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm never wrong. About weaknesses?
Does not have any weaknesses.
Oh, this is actually gonna be a difficult fight. Resistances.
It doesn't have any resistances, but it has several immunities. It is immune to acid, mental, piercing, precision, slashing, visual traits, the unconscious condition, and critical hits.
So mindless and yeah. Okay.
Seriously, how am I supposed to hit this?
Wait, it's immune to crits?
It is immune to crits.
I thought black puddings had something when you crit them, or is that just oozes? Or I guess oozes in general. I thought had a thing when you crit them.
Who knows?
Anybody else have a good question for this?
Abilities? I don't know.
Yeah, special abilities.
It has. Okay. Do you want me to split that into? Do you want active abilities or do you want passive abilities?
We'll probably see the active one, so let's go with the passive.
All right. It has motion sense, so you won't be able to hide from it. It is covered in a corrosive acid, so strikes against it will deal damage to anything that hits it. Its strikes will also deal damage to worn armor. It has a climb speed, and also hitting it with slashing or piercing damage will cause it to split.
Okay. We don't want it to split. I feel like that's how we get. Well, I mean, splitting will reduce the health into more creatures. I don't know. I'll let Kirrik decide whether or not it splits.
Those are all the things you recall about black puddings presently.
Yep. Well,
Some of those may be false. It's dubious. Who knows?
It's not dubious. I have. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, using any lower subcategory. Did I use a lower subcategory for this?
You did occultism.
Okay. I don't think it's a lower subcategory.
You can take your full turn. Good luck. It's amorphous time. That's a great joke.
Yeah. How come I only have 3 charges on the thing? It should have automated me 6 charges.
You don't get 6 charges automatically, but if you pumped agonizing despair into it, then yeah, just bump it up by 3 more. You'll have to change the 3 to a 6.
Okay. I'm not sure how far that thing goes. Oh, and also that should be a thing.
Yeah. Do your daily prep.
Sorry, I forgot to do the daily prep earlier.
Well, if I knew it was immune to mental damage before, I would not have crafted dread ampules.
It uses attack rolls, right?
Don't know. I think I
I'm assuming
misspoke.
we have whatever weapon we want in hand.
No.
Okay.
Well, either way, you know what? Let's start out doing the classics.
The Teriani holding a staff, I think, is appropriate. Kirrik holding a sword is potentially a scary thing. And also fuel for them arresting you because you're walking around town with a giant sword.
There's a ton of people who
I'm
do
giving you your 3 actions back, but one of them has got to be drawing a weapon.
How's its will saves?
We'll target it.
I didn't target it.
Did you? Oh, your icon is so small in the corner. Great. It succeeded.
Oh, it's unaffected. Kirrik, take the nudge fate, and I'm going to balance your luck.
Yawn, it is your turn.
I'm gonna start off with casting Bless.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Blessings.
Ooh, that seemed like it lagged a little bit.
Yeah,
Is this a circumstance or a status bonus?
a lot of automation happening.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing like the measurement of the orb.
No. My +1. It's actually no, it's not useless because there's a good chance Kirrik is going to leave the range of the bless.
Could I do a religious recall knowledge to see if Aiuvarin supports this action? And trial by combat for judgment?
Sure.
I'm
This
fairly
doesn't
certain
seem-
they're just testing our combat capabilities, and they're gonna say, "Oh, blah blah blah, you prevailed, therefore you're guilty." Blah blah blah. Your sentence is helping us deal with some bullshit.
More bullshit.
You didn't get this. That's the real question. Do you just carry this around with you, sir?
Yeah, like they're like, oh, they're saying we need to be judged by a
I
black
know. I was
pudding,
gonna
and
let
you
you
gotta.
respond to him. Rachel walked by. But she was listening, not me, because I passed her the headphones, so she could say hello, but then didn't just laugh. But just was confused. 'Cause she just got home.
Hi, Rachel.
From me.
What was the question?
Somebody was asking if someone just carried this thing around with them.
Yeah, this is atypical behavior for anyone who claims to be an Aiuvarin.
Clearly not doing this because I think they're.
And
They just
also,
don't like cats.
when you cast Bless, they were taken a little aback because you were doing so while waving around a Desna symbol, and it was a little strange to them because you are in fact an alien, but they don't know that. But they do know that you're a Desna. So that should eat all your turns. You can hit the
Yep.
end turn button.
Doing that.
And then we get some more slurpy sound effects as this thing rolls its way in your direction.
I don't like that.
It rolls to there, and then just like an inkjet printer, inkjet. It looks like ink, and with the speed of a jet, lashes out at Kirrik with reach. It crits him.
Oh my god.
That's 15. Oof.
All right, that's going to be a boatload of damage.
Ouch.
Ooh. I need to pull up a table that I didn't have handy, but I'm doing it now because I know where it is because I remembered. Tell me about your clothing, please.
Chainmail?
We'll say that's
Scale mail.
scale mail. That's gonna be iron or steel armor.
It's got magic on it now, though, doesn't it?
It is magical.
All right, that's gonna have hardness 9. Your armor has 36 hit points with hardness 9. It is gonna take all of that damage as well, which is maybe close enough to break it outright.
It's almost enough to destroy an outright. It's already broken.
Yeah.
I just enchanted that. Don't break it. Khali's looking on in horror if that breaks it.
So it's only the acid damage. So the acid damage is 3. So it sizzles on your chest, but is not able to bypass the hardness because nothing does that. But it was a very solid thunk. And it used its last action to wrap that pseudopod around you. But critically fails. That might be because I rolled Kirrik's, not its. So I will... Did I actually roll a 1? I did roll a 1. He critically fails. Does he critically fail? What's it versus?
Athletics or reflex? It doesn't critically fail against either of those, so.
Well, cool. He moves it from a success to a failure.
Wait, does he have something that makes it go up?
No. He rolled a 1. Let me check.
So it would be a failure without a 1.
What's your DC? I added his bonus or your bonus, not his.
So my athletics DC is 24. My reflex DC is 21.
Okay. He critical failed for real.
Okay.
That's good to know. Letting you learn the meta of what his bonuses and such are. So he lashes out at you, tries to grab you, and it doesn't work, and ends his turn.
So after getting hit that hard, I'm pretty sure we absolutely do not want 2 of these things. So then here goes my next question. Who's got options to take care of it?
You don't have Niran to hit them all with a fireball once you split them into 10,000 parts.
Yeah.
That's a
That
reference.
plan
for
didn't really work
only
that
you.
well then either.
We lived.
Only technically.
I mean, I got holy light.
I have exactly 6 bombs that can do damage to it.
Okay, let's see. I don't want to punch it. That seems like a bad idea.
Do any of us even have blunt weapons?
I do.
Oh goodness.
Can I get that blunt weapon from you?
I'm gonna need this.
Sure.
Yank.
Because you're not talking about your spear, right?
Yeah, my spear. You can do bludgeoning damage with it.
Oh, well, then I don't want to take your only weapon.
I mean, I got a star knife too.
I don't want to take your only
He wanted to. Yeah, he was right.
Because I upgrade die sizes of normal weapons that are in my hand. I guess the spear. I wouldn't be able to use spear, right? It's a fancy spear.
It's
Like
a fancy
ethnic
spear. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might. I don't think it's a simple weapon.
It's
Alright, I'm just going to... use my no scar but this action, which will shift my eminence from body to worn, and then give me this many health. And then, God, I can't even rely on blast beams because fucking eventually I will overload. Well, move. And then let's just see what happens when I punch it. Actually, does humble strikes affect my fists?
If it says it affects weapons, no, because unarmed strikes aren't weapons.
Yeah, so it does not. There's really no point. Alright, I'm just gonna go for a blast and moves. See how much damage this does. There's the flat check.
I was going to prompt you.
That's a solid roll.
Takes all of it.
Takes all of it. Alright, this isn't really reliable because there's a chance that I explode. But that's not a bad attempt.
Hmm.
Khali, it's pudding.
Pudding. Do lightning or fire? That is the question. Lightning. Draw lightning. Target creature. Yeet the lightning. Hit the creature. I've toggled debilitating bomb on that, so hold on. What's the effect that I wanted? Dazzled. If it's got to do a roll.
Okie dokie. One of the following effects.
Got to do that one.
Okay, here I go. $32 versus whatever your class DC is.
That's probably gonna succeed. Very much going to succeed. I don't know. Yeah, 22. That's a critical success.
Whoa.
Okay, it just doesn't get the extra jazz. However, it does get off guard because
Right.
that's the base effect of the bomb.
Damage. Flash. Then I got to target Kirrik. And it's off guard.
Now I'm going to draw an outburst fire, and then in my turn.
Teriani, we're back to you. None of the other people in the back are, at this point, considered combatants. Ominous choice of language I used. Not a lawyer, just a rules lawyer.
I'll go Kirrik to nudge fate again, and I'm going to give the living evil -1 to its AC with familiar bounce.
Just happened.
I just added shadows.
The difference it'll make, but you know.
Why did my whole screen go black?
Then, how do you do on that fortitude save anyway?
He critically succeeded.
With a only or with a dice roll?
With a dice roll.
32, at least 12. Oh, I'm gonna success this one round. I have fly slow to living people. Which he has to make a fortitude save for. Wait, why is Kirrik inhibited?
Oh my god.
Alright, so no more fortitude saves on this thing. He's pretty good at them. Has at least a +19.
It's mildly terrifying.
Living evil.
Right, fortitude saves are evil.
So everything's like pitch black for me now.
Yeah, I swapped to the landing and swapped back, and it fixed for me.
I guess it doesn't like when you turn. I didn't have vision on at first because I wanted everybody to see the whole map, but then once it got to a combat, I wanted to turn it on, and that must have broke it. So who you just spam nudge fate to renew it,
Yep.
and then the familiar balance luck is still on Kirrik.
No, I balanced the living evil's luck.
Okay, let's make it bad.
Mm-hmm.
Immune to misfortune effects, huh? No, just ruin your whole class.
I'd be so sad if he was immune to misfortune effects. I wouldn't know what to do.
All right, Yawn.
Kier looks like he's getting crap kicked out of him, so we're gonna heal that. And he looks like he's about to get struck 3 times.
It was. Oh, that's true. It was in range, so yeah.
So, please heal 24.
Give that 2 hit points to the pudding.
I was gonna offer it to Teriani. Because I don't think I can apply that to Kirrik.
Nobody's losing hit points. Okay.
Is Kirrik not a living creature within range?
It says another.
He's not another creature.
Oh, okay.
Could I make a request to shout and be like, this isn't supported behavior by Aiuvarin?
Yeah, you can.
Do I need to target them?
Target whatever you're making the request to, whoever you're turning to, and then hit the request button.
Who was the most sympathetic one? Was it a Virgo or Estelle?
I thought it was Tyrion.
Tyrion? Okay. Well, I had a 30% chance to get it right now.
You turn to face him, and the 3 of them are just kind of transfixed on this thing moving.
Is that your indication that it's not going to matter if I roll?
No, that's the context of what's going on.
Okay. I'm going to hero point that just on the principle of rolling so low.
Yeah, lethal fight? No.
Are
Okay.
you...
It's almost like they're tuning you out, and their gaze is transfixed on this just like horrible monstrosity that they've unleashed, knowingly or unknowingly.
What damages was it immune to again?
Acid, mental, piercing, slashing, precision, and critical hits.
Okay. Which is half of my arsenal, thank you. All of my arsenal, thank you.
With another noodly appendage, it tries to grab Kirrik. Pow!
What?
This thing is horrifying.
62 damage.
Jesus.
9 points of acid damage. Let me check the table here. That does not beat your armor's AC unless I decided to use thin steel. The examples were chain, steel, shield, and swords. But I think scale mail maybe is better than that. Seems like it should be right now. Wink. It is going to attempt to grab with its second action. Ooh, you're restrained. And it's going to use its last action to squeeze. Please make a fort save.
Oh wow.
Ooh. You are constricted for that much more damage. Your armor would take 2 more, but it resists it. Armor's going to need some work. So are you, actually. I think that's going to push you over, isn't it?
Yep.
It should not make you dying, too. It's doing that because the last hit was a crit. That's all of its turns. Khali.
I don't like this. I can't throw a bomb because Kirik's right next to it, and if he takes damage, that's bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't you throw a bomb like down here?
If it hits it, it splashes the area around it.
You have to pick a square for that. So actually, you shouldn't have taken that immediate damage earlier. So, if 2 hit points would have made the difference, Kirrik, you could still be conscious.
I don't know if it would have made a difference.
If you undo the 12 damage, if you have less than...
No, it wouldn't have.
Okay.
Go right now. Oh, the automation did a bunch of things I have to undo now.
Yeah, sorry. Kirrik wakes up for a second, was like, wait, am I okay? No, I'm not.
Okay, so I can throw a bomb and it won't splash on Kirrik?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I targeting this? I am targeting this. Let's throw some fire. Now you said no criticals, because that's a critical.
It's a crit. It's immune.
So that doesn't do anything, or?
No, it doesn't do extra damage. So go ahead and hit critical.
Oh. Critical.
And then this should automate. Yep.
And then it's gonna make a DC 22 fort save again. Or dazzled.
I'll make a fort save. 31.
That patches. Okay.
But good news.
Here's something.
Persistent fire damage.
Yep, that's great. Draw a thing. And I guess I should throw another one, but I don't like throwing this when I don't have my maximal throwing.
Like Transformers Maximals?
What if we roll that? There we go again.
Hey, crit.
And it's off guard, and it's gotta roll for dazzled again. I hate it here. Okay.
No,
Check.
it's fine.
Check and
We're gonna
balance.
lose the fight, and they're gonna use that, and they'll use that as an excuse to throw us in jail.
Teriani, you're up. There are several villagers and such that have sort of crowded around at the periphery that are watching with, not like it's like a sports thing, but just like this is the battle of good and evil made manifest. Like they are transfixed.
So, like, what you gonna do if we don't kill this thing? Because I sure as heck don't think you can.
Probably. It was immune to mental, right?
Yes.
Who has most capability to deal damage to this thing right now?
I don't even know, dude.
Assume either me or Yawn. I don't know what spells you have, Teriani. But I also only have 3 more bombs.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of damage spells. I mean, we could just say fuck it and split this thing into as many pieces as possible.
Problem is that they all have those 2 hit bonuses. Will get swarmed so quick.
Yeah. There's also the ongoing issue of there are actually bystanders here.
Dude, this was a very stupid decision on their part, in my opinion.
Do when it's a split, do they still take the damage, or are they immune and then they split?
I think they were immune to piercing slashing, if I remember right, but I'm not certain. GM? Oh.
Technically both. If it takes less than 10, it's still immune.
Okay, because that's relevant. Because splitting might be worth it just so I can heal back up, but
But if it's not going to take
if it's not going to take damage, then I heal for nothing.
A puzzle.
Tough.
Step, draw potion, apply potion, Kirrik might be the play. Oops, I didn't mean that. Just because Yawn is capable of doing some damage to living evil, right?
I got 3 of those.
Oh, holy light. Did you just prep it 3 times because you were tired of messing with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny. I'm gonna step over here, draw healing potion, and use healing potion on Kirrik. Because at the very least, he needs to be up. Or elixir of life.
A lot of healing graphics on this big pudding. I love it.
I didn't. Oops.
Fast healing potions, dragon potions. What else do I have?
Okay. That was on the actions.
Well then, Yawn, you're up.
Well, it looks like Kirrik could probably hit, right?
Well, I don't know. Kirrik has a good way to deal effective damage.
Yeah, it's like either I try to keep Kirrik alive against the unstoppable force, or I hit it with a beam of fire.
I think hitting it with Beam of Fire is probably worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. We're gonna go ahead and do it.
It is currently off guard.
Attack.
Hey, you crit.
Yeah. It doesn't take double damage, right?
No. Roll regular damage.
And since I doesn't even have all that much health, all things considered, I just can't fucking hit it with my goddamn sword.
You just like your sword too much. You thought you had covered all the bases, but now I'm tempting you again.
Motherfucker.
You thought this was a pre-published game, but it's a bespoke experience.
I guess for my last action, I will try to appeal to Tyrion again, because this is don't know how people do it on this world, but this does not seem right for the god of their stars.
Shouting at Tyrion across the plaza. You manage to break his gaze off of this thing that is in the process of devouring Kirrik. And he looks at you with this like fear in his eyes. But his his face is ashen, and he looks back at the thing. Maybe there will be a result, but we'll see what happens. Now it is Kirrik's turn, who has a new hero point. That was not me, that was fate that decided it.
Good old fate. Well, I'm still restrained, right?
You are conscious, unarmed, and restrained, yes.
Yeah. So I need to spend an action to stand up, and then I need to spend an action to try to escape.
But you will have to do that in the other order of operations, because you cannot do anything with a manipulate action.
But what? Standing up is a manipulate action.
I don't know about that.
Standing up? Manipulate?
Oh, it doesn't, you're right. You can stand up.
Otherwise it'd be tough, because then I'd have a -2 to my
Yeah.
escape.
You wrestle yourself back up to your feet, costing you a whole action.
A whole ass action. Alright, then unarmed strike to escape. Where do I have this thing targeted? There we go.
Holy moly! You've done it.
Alright.
You shake out the chains of slime.
Yeah, fuck you, slime. Alright, now I'm going to promptly GTFO.
The villagers and
Sorry.
townspeople that are watching gasp.
Actually, I won't go that far. I'll stay like right there. I'll try to keep my palisade bangles on somebody.
Well, bad news for Teriani.
I don't like bad news.
Yeah, if Living Evil wasn't literally next, I might have stayed and hoped for a Yawn heal, but if I go down again, it's bad news bears.
Yeah.
Hey, end your turn so that I can end Teriani's. That's cruel and mean to say. A pseudopod attack.
Yeah, that looks about right.
Jesus
Lordy,
Christ.
lordy, the attack rolls 40.
Hey. I'm not wearing armor.
Oh, neat. Your clothes are ruined as they have no hardness and take 7 points of acid damage.
Good thing under my biography, my description is sexy, so let's go out worse.
It's a lose for you, but it's a win for everyone else.
Maybe that's what gets Torrin or whatever the fuck to save us.
A success for grapple, so you are only grabbed. And it's
The pseudopod is a ranged hit, isn't it?
a pseudopod.
Oh no, it's a reach.
Yeah, he's got reach.
All right.
You're like, oh, I managed to live, and then he wraps the pseudopod around you and begins to squeeze.
It's okay. I'm gonna nat 20 this fortitude.
You did. All right, half of this.
Ow.
It's too much. The lights go out.
Yeah. For perspective, after the initial, like that 52 damage it dealt to me earlier, yeah, I only have 54 health. Oh wait, hold on.
Ah, looky there. You remembering your reactions?
Yeah, no, I was looking through my reaction to find the thing, but I can't find it. That one.
Maybe time will be on your side. I'll make a flat check. I succeeded.
Okay. And there's also one more thing that I need to check really quick. Does where are the traits that are supposed to be attached to this? Because if this is a curse, then I have 10 hit points. Wait, no, that's not how this works. That's enough for my failure. Never mind.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And then what else did I try to do to it? Oh, it's right. It succeeded on a slow. Slow is not a curse. Okay. Alright, I don't have it now.
Okay. It begins to draw you into its sickening form. Khali.
Lightning. I am going to yeet the lightning. And it's gotta roll fortitude.
Hey.
That barely succeeds. Okay, that was one action. Move this. Wait, no, I drew it and threw it. That's two. And then let's draw some fire. I am. Oh, it's also off guard. I am very much running out of.
Yeah, but it's half dead, ish.
Guys, I have 2 bombs left.
Oh, it's my go. Okay. Teriani needs to heal.
I also
Everybody.
need an escape, but Dimension Door is a 4th level spell.
Do this. Wow.
Just gonna put this here for reasons.
Oh, fair. So, Teriani, you got 21 hit points? Kirik's getting the other 2 in a... Fade? What?
You have it.
I don't have it targeted.
He's
I
just,
think it's because I had it targeted, and then I hit the 2 button.
he's,
Oh.
he's stealing all the hit points.
New passive. Absorbs nearby healing. Is there any way I could assist Teriani with that grabbed action to, like, pull him out? Or help free him?
You could attempt with an action to try and pull him out, yeah, or you could do an aid, which would be easier for you, maybe worse for him. So if you want to roll escape, you can.
That's probably going to improve his... Does Teriani have athletics or acrobatics? Feeling pretty confident about being able to escape?
There's no way now. I'm going to
Yeah.
escape. My can I post this to chat? Oh no. Okay. My athletics is 0. My acrobatics is 3. My unarmed attack roll is 10.
I feel like trying to, like, escape for him to, like, pull him out would be more beneficial. So do I just roll an escape thing?
Yeah, use escape macro.
So... Do I need to target the slime?
Yeah.
Alright, that's the third 3.
Fucking rip.
The rule of threes.
Say 3 is a lucky number.
All right, yeah, you reach in to try and pull Teriani out, but it is sucking him into its amorphous form, and it burns your hands. Now it's Kirrik's turn.
Ah!
What happens to if the ooze is split? Is it still grasping Teriani?
The original one is.
Dang. All right. Well, I'm going to shift my body icon, making the ooze mournful. He's just within 30 feet. Oh, I'm not there. Mournful. And then I'm going to heal with my no scrap with this. Pink, pink. And then I'm going to shoot a laser beam.
I got a flat check prompt. Ow.
What? Alright, so I take level damage. Right, because the backlash gets worse as you suffer backlash.
Yeah,
right?
so that you have now hit the first level of backlash. You did zip it.
God.
And then this, I redid how I was doing all the backlash stuff. So now I've got a backlash DC condition and a backlash status condition. So it should say that you are in mild right now.
Yep. Take 6 damage. I'll go 2, 3, 6. Well, that's my turn.
All right, Teriani. Being that you're not restrained, you still can take, actions. The only thing is that you cannot move.
Yeah. And then things that manipulate trait, I have to flat check, right?
Believe so. I don't know how this game works. One day I will. Yeah, it's DC 5 flat check. Oh, I did it.
Hey. I mean, it still knows where I am, and obviously, I can't move, but it'll make it harder to hit me. And then I still have 1 action left. I should have tried to escape first. Because escape has the attack trait.
Fucking rip.
It wouldn't matter.
Why?
Well, why would the attack trait matter after being invisible?
What he means is he should have escaped
Well, no,
and then got invisible.
Oh.
I thought for some reason invisibility would just be hostile action. Is escaping considered a hostile action?
I don't
It
think
does
so.
have the
I would not have invisibility break off of escape, even with the attack trait.
Okay.
I mean, you're hostile in this. It's hostile in the sense of you're depriving it lunch.
You're taking food from my family.
Yeah, alright. Oh, that will make me restrained, won't it?
No, you
You can no longer attempt escape this turn.
Also, something bumped it up from crit failure to failure. Oh, because your muse touched.
Oh, that thing that I forgot about.
Okay.
Wow.
I did much better, but the 16 isn't going to get me out. I don't know what is.
All right, it is now the ooze's turn. It will spend an action to maintain the grab. Doesn't know what it's got a hold of, but it's got a hold of something. It doesn't know anything really. And then it is going to move toward Khali. Try and grab her.
To touch the cat. Ow.
50
Ow.
damage. But it is now out of actions. And now it's just Khali's turn.
Throw the bomb.
Whoa, you crit it again.
I have a plus 13 to this. It's gotta do its little fortitude save again, this time for off guard.
Building bomb is so good.
Problem is this has stupidly high fortitude saves most of the
25.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, his fort save is yes.
Wait, no, I should have high speed regeneration first. Crap.
Well,
'Cause I could only do that at the start.
you could run away from it and high speed regeneration next turn. Make it Yawn's
That was
problem.
the plan.
That was the plan this turn.
I hated it. Do.
Is Teriani like swallowed? Is that why I can't see him?
He's
I'm
invisible.
I'm invisible.
Oh, right, you're invisible.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you guys saw this
Back
thing.
up.
You see a bunch of ooze holding this spot.
You look away for a minute. You look back. Teriani's gone, and you're like, well, there. That's the end of that.
Back up, and I'm gonna pull out an elixir of life.
Okay.
This end turn button.
We are at Yawn, round 5.
Heal it with fire.
It is on fire. That's been taking that persistent fire damage since round 1, so. Or maybe round 2.
I think round 2.
I can't in good conscience leave Teriani in this state.
I have exactly 1 bomb left. And it's not enough to kill it.
Wait, do I need a flat check? Okay, it already
You
did.
do need a flat check to hit Teriani. You passed.
Yeah.
But a shame if you weren't.
It would have been real awkward.
Yeah. I do feel much better now. I'm only
Good.
mowed dead.
Here you go, Kirrik. Have some hit points.
Nice. What is unarmed attack damage?
Like D3.
Guaranteed 4.
What explicitly does Teriani need to do to break the grip?
He has to succeed in an escape check. Or this thing release him.
I mean, it's not holding anything, so, you know, why wouldn't it release me?
And it has infinite hands.
I mean, it has motion sense, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, I don't know if it really has. Fuck. Is motion sense a precise sense or an imprecise sense?
It is a precise sense.
That's unfortunate. You
Yeah.
told me. I had every opportunity.
I will.
Brr.
Yeah, for one action, I'll just cast all of my holy lights. No, I'm going to try to do the escape check again for Teriani.
Okay. Oh, that might succeed. But you gotta beat that DC 10 flat check. Or DC 11 flat check, because he's invisible.
But he's not targeting me. He's targeting the eagle, isn't he?
Hmm.
The evil.
Being
You can
invisible.
hold out his hand and I can grab it.
Being invisible. That's true. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. I'll jive with that. You can grab onto Yawn, and I'm convinced.
Oh god, what's this? It's got me!
Oh wait, it's just Teriani.
Okay, that will end your turn, please, and we'll go to Kirrik.
Do I just repeat the same fucking line? I think I do. Just slowly building my health back up. So switch the body. No scar with this. Which switches back to Warren. And what's my second tier backlash? I become vulnerable to fire.
I believe so.
What the fuck? Energetic med. Here we go. Yeah, it's fine. Alright. Blasting beams. Ka-chow. Fuck.
Didn't you just get backlash? Shouldn't that be a 5?
Yeah,
Does
it should be a 5. That's fine. It
okay,
it
cool.
resets whenever it goes up.
Sweet. I like that. Good old bless. Putting in value. Fuck. Alright.
Damage is damage.
This turn.
All right, Teriani, you've managed to get pulled free by Yawn, or managed to pull on Yawn to get yourself free.
Yep. As much as I don't want to leave Yawn as the front and center target, I do think I need to back off or I will die.
The thing can almost one-shot each of us with a crit, so if we just rotate the crits.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this case, I guess it's Yawn's turn, and Yawn, at the very least, has the ability to escape. So I'm going to move over here. I'm going to give Yawn... Yawn's applying his own status bonus for his Nudge Fate. But what I can do is...
Maybe it drops that guaranteed crit down to a regular hit.
Man, I need more actions.
Oh, I killed immobilized, not prone. So you have spent 2 actions: stand up and then skedaddle away.
Man, I need even more actions. What do I do with one action? I'll probably pick up my staff, move, and then skedaddle.
Okay. Stand up, grab weapon, get the heck out of there. That seems safe.
No, he didn't smack me for it.
He did not. He'll smack Yawn for it. Please end your turn, and I can devour Yawn.
Wait, hold on. If I don't end my turn, then Yawn never dies.
All right, ended your turn for you.
Fuck.
More meat for the meat pudding.
Listen, I tried.
No attempt was made.
Hey, another critical hit.
Thing hits really hard.
Man, wouldn't it be crazy if I had it targeted, took the damage, died?
Hey, what kind of clothes are you wearing?
I am wearing the pre-digested breastplate of some unfortunate soul.
Breastplate? That sounds like steel armor. 9 hardness. But all the buckles in leather. Oh no, yeah, that's how you do it. Is you're like, oh no, but the straps holding it all on fall off.
Yeah. Oh no, my favorite buckle.
Right. A strike. Ooh, it found a target that it can try and grapple. Okay. Grapple. You are restrained. And its last action, gonna move here.
That's threatening.
Khali, you're up.
Regeneration. Yoink. Healing. Let me roll my flat check. Or do you have a button for me?
I do have a button for you. Critshaw.
I don't like that.
Way to go. Hey, well, your backlash won't go, or your DC won't go up, but your backlash will go to mild, and now you're hungry.
Hungry meow. Well, looks like I'm not eating this turn.
Pudding right there.
That's probably gonna kill me if I eat it. Then again, I do have resistance to poison. Maybe not. Alright, that was a free action. There's a potion in my hand. I'm gonna drink that. I'm going to draw my last bomb, and then I'm going to back away again.
Oh.
Yeah, back to Yawn.
Yeah, what's the difference between force open and escape?
One works.
I'm assuming escape.
Yeah.
We'll just go.
You pull Teriani out and then manage to get sucked into this thing on your own.
I'm sure I had help. Well, suppose I'll try to escape again, because I can't really do anything else, right?
Not a lot. It is map.
It is, man.
Well, that ends that.
Yep, alright. I'm assuming I'm going in the box.
Do you have any actions that are not manipulate or move?
Not for...
Maybe not.
No, I don't think I do.
Kirrik.
Oh. Alright. Where are we at on this whole splitting them thing?
Well, we don't have any AoE, so we don't.
That's
really...
not entirely true.
I have exactly one bomb left.
Okay, we don't have high damage AoE, and so I can't. We don't really have a practical way to deal with it being split.
So I can do 46 damage to cone, which isn't not a lot of damage.
What kind of save is it?
Reflex.
That might not be the worst, but I don't think its saves go down as it gets smaller.
We way to test their reflexes.
Electric arc?
I know what a test their reflexes.
You gonna trip it?
That'd be kind of funny. Oh, you're just gonna use it.
You just need, yeah, you can do it at will.
Alright, so I've got these
Reach.
10 backlash. If I can.
Wait. All right, let me increase that. And I'll make a reflex save.
Fuck. Christ. Ah!
No fun
I mean,
allowed.
Not a body like plus 20 like it has been at least.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go for another attempt to defeat Backlash and hit it with Blasting Boost. Fuck. Alright, now I'm on moderate Backlash.
Please don't explode again.
Don't worry. I need one more failure before I explode.
Getting close.
You might be able to slash it to death the next time you attack it.
Yeah,
The
it's like
problem,
I've not really seen Kirrik fight without a sword, and it's just all this fire is just erupting out of him.
so the way the split works is the hit has to, if it would take slashing damage, if it has 10 or more HP, it splits. Meaning that when I hit it, it has to have less than 10.
Yeah, but your
Otherwise-
sword's way over there.
If you
Oh,
hit
it
it
takes no
and it has
damage.
less than 10, it just doesn't take damage. It doesn't split.
Oh, so if I hit it and it has less than 10, it doesn't split, but it also does not take damage. Okay.
I thought it said it is not
It's
immune to it
immune
when
to-
it's got less than 10.
I thought it just straight up had immunity to slashing, and so hitting it with slashing would just split it and not dealing damage.
I am scrolling.
It is immune to slashing. It is immune to piercing. The
Fuck.
tip.
Alright. Also, that's not my sword. That's Teriani's dagger. I have not had my sword drawn this whole combat.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh.
I'm like, I
Got
can.
the recall rune or whatever.
It said you
wasn't it?
dropped it when the automation was because you always have it in hand on the sheet.
Okay, that's fair.
So let me just delete that.
That's all my
Yeah.
actions.
I just see your turn being split, and then blasting breath it away.
I think so too.
All right, Teriani. Kirik's talking crazy.
Yeah. Man, why does Phaseball deal piercing?
So here's. Is that the only damage you have?
I have a lot of piercing.
Because if you
Telekin-
only have.
Piercing, I have mental, and then I have a single force barrage prepped.
Because we have 3 things we can do here. You can do non-piercing damage. You can, if you can, try to prevent Yawn from getting killed this turn. However that manifests. Or you can delay your turn until after the Living Evil's turn, and do the piercing damage then, and then let Khali and I AoE them down.
I'm
Free damage is at maximum, I think, too.
Mechanics question.
Shout out to Telekinetic Strike. All questions are mechanics questions.
If it does get split into a smaller one, does the DC for escape go down?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we haven't
Mm.
tried to split it, because all their stats stay the same.
Oh.
We're all right next to each other in initiative, so rather than delaying, I think it would be better for me to take a turn now, and then you guys delay until after me next round if you want to do the splitting.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter when we split it. Like,
Well,
Khali could...
If we
I
can
guess, I see what
kill
you're saying,
it, we
'cause
don't
Khali
need to
can-
split it.
Yeah.
Because like,
I-
if I delay until after the Living Evil right now, then I effectively lose a turn.
Has it recovered from the burning damage yet? I never
It's
noticed.
still on fire.
It's still on fire.
Well, do damage to it then, Joe, because I don't think you can save Yawn.
Yeah, I don't. I can make it. I can do some slight things that might make it more likely that Yawn lives, but I don't think any of it's entirely practical. Could you do anything with haste? Can you do anything with haste that'd be more valuable than just a 3-action force barrage?
I can do 2 blasting beams instead of 1, because
you
my next turn
cannot
will
do-
next turn will be storming breath and then 2 blasting beams, but I might explode. So
The extra action from haste must be used for a strike or a stride.
oh, you're right, not just attack, but a strike specifically. I mean, I guess I could use the action. I could use the haste to get to the other side of the ooze in case I do explode. Because my next backlash makes me explode. It's unlikely it happens on my next breath, but
Yeah.
there's a non-zero chance it happens. In fact, there's a fucking 20% chance it happens, or 20.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and haste you, so you have an action to move, and then I'm going to... Yawn already has a +1 status to attack rolls, right?
Bless is still up, yeah.
Can he... When does Bless go down?
Bless has 5 rounds remaining.
Oh, right. Sustaining is only to increase the thing, not to make it stick around. And
That's
then, Khali,
my
what was your AoE again?
I can do 2 AoE damage maximum. The bomb hitting is what does the damage. So,
Okay. I'm going to give you a nudge face since you're outside the Bless. And then that's all my actions. And then next turn, I'm probably just going to 3-action force barrage it.
You are in range of being grabbed.
I am. But
No, that last nudge fate might be more useful, just not being where you're standing. Because
yeah,
if I go 30 feet this way, you're still within my explosion radius.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood that. Okay, then I unend turn. DM!
Unintern.
I need to move. I'd like my initiative back.
You took your finger off the chess piece.
oh goodness, run away.
Oh
Yeah,
goodness.
I run way the fuck away because
Yawn. Oh, he does have my powers of meals. Okay, good.
Oh, you already did that. Okay. Now that's all my actions.
All right, the living embodiment of evil is going to lash a pseudopod out of Kirrik, and only hit. You're gonna survive that 25 damage, aren't you?
Did it?
You did it. With its second action, it does an automatic grab. By automatic, I mean I get to roll it full map, which is way worse because now you're also restrained.
Can I hero point that?
Its last action is going to be a constrict, because now it's got 2 babies. I need the 2 of you who are grabbed, restrained, to make fortitude saves.
Did it use an action to maintain the grab on Yawn?
Whenever it uses any grab actions, that maintains all grab actions.
Okay. Let's check your action economy.
Then the 2 of you are. This is basic save damage. There you go.
Ooh, just fucking barely.
Do I take double or do I take?
You take double.
Really hoping you weren't gonna say that.
And that ends its turn.
Bad news is I can't get out of the way now, so we have to decide if we risk explosions or not.
Oh, Khali could get out of the way.
Hey, I can move, but first I have to throw a bomb. Actually, no, if I want to be able to, well, I still need to eat. That's the problem. I don't have to eat, but it sure as heck would be helpful.
Hey, the fire's out.
How dare you! I don't have more fire. All I have is lightning.
Very, very frightening.
That turned into a really big problem.
No, I can't re-roll it.
Maybe if you
Well,
ask the
there's-
DM nicely.
But what if I could re-roll it?
I don't have hero point. Alright, that's just the two.
It still will
splash
do
damage
splash
then.
damage.
I pushed the damage button, please. Button.
Do you not have a button?
The button's not working.
We broke it. This fight's too complicated.
Hold on. Hold on.
We're gonna get like
Ooh,
8
where's
bomb
free
damages
crafting?
here.
Hold on, let me just craft another one. And just roll damage with that. Here, I'll just throw it again.
Why? Yeah. Why would the? But this one hit.
Okay, so that one doesn't actually hit, but let me roll the damage off of that one.
Maybe your bombs just stopped doing damage.
Apparently, let me just roll. Just give it 2 damage. It doesn't take the lightning damage. My bombs have broken.
Okay.
That was one action.
You have an action to split it.
I
Like,
can
can you
shoot
do
it
a
with
one
a
action?
crossbow bolt, but I don't
don't-
see how splitting it is going to be effective.
He's gonna breathe fire on it.
Yeah, so that's the problem. It's we have to decide if we want to take that gamble or not.
So the problem is, I'm still hungry, so all of my rolls are way worse than normal.
'Cause I think splitting it and both halves failing the roll is pretty good. Splitting it and one half passing is less good, and splitting it both halves passing is pretty bad.
It's the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah, splitting it makes Teriani's force barrage worse as well.
So should I try and split it or no?
I don't know. Maybe it's not worth it.
The
Right now,
just
probably
blast.
not, because the only thing Kirrik is allowed to do is escape.
Yeah, blasting
Well,
beams.
no,
Blasting beams has the attack trait. I'm not sure if breath does though.
I don't think the breath does.
It
But
does
I can
not.
attack while restrained.
No, you can't attack while restrained. But stormy breath.
Where's... Oh wait, I'm looking at mobilize, you're right.
That's immobilized. Yeah, I'm right. Restrained. But Stormy Breath doesn't have the attack or manipulate traits either, so you could just breathe on it while restrained. Good choice.
So am I shooting it or not? That's all I need to know.
I don't think so. No.
Maybe next turn if Kirrik survives.
Well, I guess I should back up in case he explodes.
And I also don't have a concept of... Like, I'm not entirely sure how much health it has left. Because 2 oozes at like 6-7 health each is not too bad, but 2 oozes at like 12 plus health is not good.
I'm gonna back up and grab out some rations. So I am holding them. And where's my button? Where's my button?
At the end of Khali's turn and before Kirrik's turn, there is a yell coming from the south, and a spell is cast.
Yes.
Nobody
Man, I
knows
really
what.
not like.
Nobody knows what it is though. Kirrik, if you want to use your reaction, you can attempt to escape.
Neat.
All right. Yeah, Sakawachi has appeared and cast Liberating Command. No, what is happening? Oops, I didn't mean to post it twice like that. I meant to reveal it. And she's got to be within 60 feet, so let me make sure she did. She did. Add her
Oh,
to
goodness.
initiative. You know, good and bad things. Kirrik, it's your turn, and you have managed to escape before your turn starts.
I attempt to go full fucking Majin Vegeta.
Attack the stands.
What's Yawn's dying value?
It should just be one,
Yeah, I'm just chilling at 1.
just when unconscious.
I can take the hits, coach.
Okay. So I'm gonna take. Teriani's in range of my explosion.
How much
What?
damage does your explosion do? Or is it a dice value?
It's 46, 66. Hold on. Energetic meltdown. So it's 66. And it's a fort save, so the thing is very likely to pass, if not critically succeeded.
You cannot rely on it
So
to
I
do
don't
damage.
think that will kill Teriani if it explodes on him.
Yeah, the problem is there's not a big benefit in me not moving. Like
You've got the haste, so it's not a cost.
yeah, it's not a cost, and I can't double blasting beams. If I could double blasting beams, I would just stand right here and fucking machine gun this thing. But I cannot. I cannot. Instead, I'm just
cannot.
going to.
You can blasting.
I'm gonna free step here, and then I will storing breath.
All right, you don't need to put a cone. I got you. You just start
I'll
spinning
go.
around.
Yeah.
A failure.
Oh, neat. Take this thing. Oh my god.
Trash.
And then I have to roll this. I think I'm back to 5.
You are back to 5.
Cool.
On the bright side, if you explode it, may kill it.
That's kind of what I'm going for here. Blasting beams. No explosions yet. I think it still has a decent chunk of health.
It's very low though now.
Alright, well, that's my turn.
All right, Valor. Teriani.
Oh. Alright, I don't got a lot else to do. And I wish I prepped this using a higher level slot. That would have been pretty great. For the specific situation.
Pow pow pow.
Wait, where's my...
That's so good. Not bad.
Yeah, that could have been worse. Good old 10 damage. That's all my actions, though.
Yawn. You're in a bad way. Roll to stabilize.
Splitting might not be entirely out of the question yet. I think it might still have more than 10 health.
Alright, where is that button?
By your hit points.
Judging by the way it's been taking damage, it's probably got somewhere between 10 and 20 health right now.
That's what I think too.
I do hope that my face is facing Terion as he watches this happen.
Fuck. God damn it. I needed you to pass that.
I
Now
don't
there's
think I
a-
can do any damage to it anymore either.
Now there's a 0% chance that that you don't die from my fucking interject meltdown.
Don't explode.
Yeah, just make the flat check. No
Uh,
pressure.
Now, remember, Yawn hasn't spent his hero point, has he?
Yeah, I have spent.
Oops, you guys been. That's
Hasn't
bad.
it about time to share another hero point? And
Let's
wow,
check.
God has been so heroic.
We're at the top of the hour.
Yeah, but we didn't start at the top of the hour, had we?
Had we, Yawn wouldn't be dying here.
Right?
So listen, I think it's a good time for a short break.
We're really gonna stretch out Yawn's hit points or lifetime.
I don't know if break time actually stops the hero point timer or not. Did you increase your dying value?
I did not.
Well, you should, and then it'll be time to increase it again. Alright, so a pseudopod lunges out at Kirrik.
Kirrik definitely dodges.
He does!
Called it.
However, a map also misses. Kirrik, what has happened?
Went full Majin Vegeta.
You went full Majin Vegeta. Khali, your turn.
I'm going to explode, so someone should get Yawn out of here. I'm committed to the bit now.
No,
yeah,
still
no, I
got-
don't think I can get him out of here. Oh, stop
I've got
pushing
4
that
pips
button.
here. I think I'll be fine.
Him missing 3 times probably is what saved Yawn because he didn't have the action economy to constrict.
So wait, he missed 3
He
times.
didn't
He missed
grab.
3
didn't
times.
try
Is he
to
not
grab.
constricted
No,
anymore?
he
Yawn
missed
is
3
free.
times in a row.
Yawn is free.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, Yawn's unconscious.
Yeah, but he's not grabbed.
Yeah, all I could do was go over there.
Dude,
Alright,
Khali,
I go-
run over, fucking, and grab him. Can you like running draw a health potion?
Yeah,
So yeah, it's a if my interject meltdown wasn't a fortitude save, I'd say split the fucking thing. But it is a fortitude save.
What's the range on it? 30 feet?
Yeah. I position myself so nobody else is in range except for Yawn.
So I can get to Yawn, then I can grab Yawn, and then...
Yeah, like I could get to him and grab him. I couldn't do anything after that. I don't have that much speed.
I mean,
He's
Yawn doesn't die
fine.
from it now, but after he takes it, it might open up to die to the living evil.
It's fine. I can only fail so many dice in a turn in a game.
That's true. You're due for a success. Gambler's fallacy.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have a name if it wasn't false.
If it wasn't real.
I kind of wish Yawn had this bottled omen.
I'm refreshing, and it's definitely not having anything to do with stalling the timer. It's because I needed to... Foundry turn. This is the webpage now. I'm taking a picture.
Oh no, what? Honestly.
So here's the question: do we think it's worth making it split or not? It doesn't necessarily have a really great save against my Storming Breath, but it does have a very good save against my Energetic Meltdown.
Is your energetic meltdown a basic save?
Yes.
Oh,
That
I see.
even though it has a good save, there's a good chance it'll take at least partial damage from it.
If Kirrik is, able to move, could he not grab Yawn back up?
No, Kirrik's Majin Vegeta.
Yeah, because you can't hurt this thing anymore.
Yeah, I don't have any items. I
Teriani
can't
has
make
used
anything.
his one thing that can hurt this thing. So we're kind of all in on
Yeah, my next best
Okay, I
thing
want
is
to
avoid
eat the
water.
rations I have in my hand to get rid of the clumsy, whatchamacallit, and enfeebled.
Yeah.
So let me just subtract a ration. That was not subtracting a ration. Use. I have consumed. Get rid of this. Can I just pick up a rock and throw it?
Telekinetic strike.
No, like a rock off the ground. Bonk.
Yeah.
I don't have anything I can do here to
Uh,
actually help, I don't think.
you picking up and throwing a rock off the ground would not present a lethal challenge to this thing.
Mm. Yeah, I don't think I actually have anything that I can really do here.
Could Titan swing it? Sounds like a
That
great
takes
idea.
2 actions. It takes me 2 actions to get to it.
You could plan to Titan swing it after it kills Kirrik.
Yeah, the rate it's going, it's eventually gonna make its way over to y'all.
Aye, aye, aye.
Can I do anything? I wish I had something other than dread ampoules so much right now.
Oh wow, that triple sent. Jesus.
Huh?
Nothing.
Nothing. No, you gotta commit to something.
I'm thinking! I don't know what to do.
Khali panics.
Khali is panicking. Does anyone have suggestions?
Well, like I said earlier, it's basically, do we split or not? I think that's the decision we make.
Can't imagine splitting it is a good idea unless you're real confident about your damage.
Yeah, so if we don't think we're gonna split it, then I think Khali has nothing she can do.
Yeah.
You've spent 2 actions this turn, right?
No, I spent 1.
If you want to be the one to split it, you could draw your serpent dagger and throw it.
I also have a crossbow.
That's true. In hand.
Okay, so are we splitting it? That was the question before, that's the question now.
Yeah, Joe thinks it's not a good idea. I don't have like the appropriate math in my head without the numbers from the thing to call whether or not it's a good idea.
If I had a regent, I could make another bomb and throw it. I don't have regents though. What's the problem?
You could. Do you have a 30-foot move speed?
I have 25. That's a bit of the issue here. I can climb. I can't run.
Am I the only fast boy? Because my
What
next
happens?
one probably. We could delay actions around and see how far I can get. Because, like, I can relocate an unconscious Yawn, right?
What happens after I take severe backlash?
It resets and you can't use any more deviant abilities.
Okay, so that's actually kind of important.
Well, guess I should probably risk an explosion to potentially smack it. In case Kirrik explodes. Although if Kirrik explodes, I don't know.
Take upwards of 36 damage. I have so many
Yeah.
phrases. Can you take at worst 60, 70, 72 damage?
Oh, I forgot that a critical failure is very. Well, I have 2.
You could drink your Drakeheart mutagen just in case.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess I should do that. Angry kitty.
Making
Final
it
stance.
gives you big go fast, and then
Oh, it does! I forgot it gives me a final surge.
let me just play the game for you guys. Hey, that's not fair or appropriate.
I was
Khali
thinking about using that, I just forgot it had the final surge.
Khali draws a potion and drinks it. Sakawachi. She appears poised to run in and help you. Kirrik, you want to give her a look?
Yeah. At this point,
No.
I'm crackling violently with fucking energy and fire.
Yeah, it's like she wants to run in and help you, and she will delay until given further instructions.
Do not, ma'am. Do not.
And we'll move to Kirrik's turn.
So I'm gonna start with my
Wait,
blasting
wait,
beams. 'Cause
Wait,
Delay. If I should be able to. You can move allies at like half speed, right?
and move allies. I mean, you can equip them.
No, there's like a reposition.
You can all, yeah, reposition also works.
And so I should.
I thought reposition was just shift them from one square to another square within reach.
If you wanted to move up, pick up
Then-
Yawn and then move away, that also works. Yawn's unconscious; he's not going to be resisting.
Yeah, Yawn also encumbers me.
Oh well, that's a different problem.
Which I guess would only have me moving at half speed, right?
Unless you are
think
fully encumbered, you're just clumsy.
Oh.
Yawn's gear is 4 bulk, 8 light. Also, very fortunately, we've hit the threshold and it gave the hero point to Yawn, which is straight up fate.
Okay.
I didn't do that.
So my question for that is essentially because I have a 30-foot move. So it Yawn's gear alone puts me at what was it? 9 bulk and however many light.
8 light.
So it'll put me at 9 bulk and 9 light. My max bulk is 10.
That means you're just clumsy.
But we
Alright.
have to add the Yawn on top of it.
Yawn, how much do you weigh?
Well, I mean, there's a standard for this. Hold on.
Yeah. Duplicate tab. Medium creature bulk. Bulk of creatures. Chapter 6. Equipment. A medium creature is 6 bulk.
Okay. So can I move carrying 6 bulk over my max bulk limit?
While you're encumbered, you're clumsy 1 and take a 10-foot penalty to all your speeds. So you'd still have a speed 20 after you picked him up, even at full encumbered.
Cool. Okay. In that case, delay. I'm gonna run in there, grab Yawn, and then can I get far enough away with a 20-foot move speed?
I don't
I
think
mean-
you're gonna be able to escape the radius.
But he's closer to
Yeah.
Khali, and Khali can medicine him.
Yeah. We should
I
have Yawn.
also think that I'm not going to spend my stride action to move away. I'm going to spend it to try to fucking slug this thing. If it
To
and
split it?
I won't survive energetic meltdown. So like I won't die from it, but I will certainly go down.
This is fun. I'm very edge of my seat, mostly because I'm pee dancing. I'm gonna take care of that while you guys are, deliberating,
Yeah.
and I'll turn off combat movement. So if anybody actually wants to move around,
Zoomies.
I can get to the very edge of the range with a minus 10-foot speed.
Yeah, fucking rip dog.
Yeah, I was hoping I would have a chance to like save him or something.
This doesn't kill Yawn.
No.
And even if it did, he has a hero point because you can use a hero point whenever your dying value would go up to clear your dying value.
Okay. In that case, letting that play out is probably the play. And then unless
Whenever you
want me to run
hero
this
point is
play.
death insurance. You cannot die while you have a hero point. I'm back now.
And then-
Didn't hear anyone making plans.
Oh no, I went to go get some mead.
We can also tough.
I mean, I could just send a void warp at him.
What, and split it?
No,
Of-
void warp deals. It
Like
deals
it's
void
fortitude
damage.
save?
It's
but
a fort
void.
save is the crutch.
Oh, well, yeah, do as much damage as possible. Yeah. You either do nothing or you throw damage at it, right?
Oh, popping open
What
a
was
warm
that?
one.
A warm one.
So,
Just preemptively getting ready to pour one out for Yawn.
I was the wrong. Okay. And then, I'm trying to measure. Out of range of you, in range of him. Oh yeah, I'm targeted.
Critical failure.
No fucking way.
I kinda wish it saved that critical failure on my fortitude
Oh my
save.
god, I see. It rolled a failure, and that's its nat 1, isn't it? This thing has a fucking plus 20 to its fort saves.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna take double this, right?
For critical failure, it is a basic save.
Oh, that might just kill it.
It does.
Good God.
I thought it was
Ah.
immune to
Oh my fucking god.
Well, is it immune to critical hits or critical?
Oh,
Effects.
yeah, you're right. It's immune to crits.
Okay.
But it's not a crit. I didn't crit him. He crit himself.
That's true.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, it's dead, right?
Well, because like if we extrapolate like its rules, that would also mean he would be immune to his own critical successes too, because those are also crits. Right?
Well, I mean, it would be critical, like, damage, right?
And so it just
It's dead. Khali's going to zoom me.
But I mean, if Foundry lets it take double damage, I'm pretty sure Foundry won't let it take crit
It
damage.
it's immune to critical hits. You didn't critically hit it.
Yeah.
It critically failed. Sakawachi runs up to render aid, but is also joined by dozens of villagers who have been amassing, watching this break out. And Kirrik, you're getting ready to explode. You're crackling with all this energy. And, right when you think it's time to do it, you are swarmed with villagers all touching and laying their hands upon you. And they're all muttering with excited and hushed voices. He wields the sacred fire, the chosen one. He is here. He's blessed. We're finally blessed. We're finally turning free.
Well, I do hate people, so.
It's not gonna do anything for his ego.
Yeah, he's
I'm gonna go get my other health potion to Yawn.
yeah, Yawn, you can get up without needing to worry about that because you are not suffering any long-term conditions. So raid is entered. All of you are good enough at healing. That well,
Raid
never
is
mind.
Injured.
I'm
Kirrik
curious if
exploded.
it would have happened.
Explodes.
Because there was a non-zero chance it didn't even happen, so.
Gar, who is the guy that put you up to this in the first freaking place, falls to his knees in like a worshipful pose, and he just throws himself at your mercy. And he said, we had no idea you were blessed. We had no idea that you were holy and among the gods. Please forgive us, please.
Okay, we're all kind of blessed. Just in scary ways.
Yeah, you guys managed to, overcome this. But whatever Kirrik did with throwing out what they are calling sacred divine fire is having an extreme reaction. Kirrik, your worst fears have been realized. You've started a cult.
God damn it.
Hell yeah.
All these implications that I am in any way of the gods is making Kirrik build back up to energetic meltdown.
Dude, do you have any idea what you could use for a cult? You could be rich. You could have anything you want. Yeah. I know.
We
Long
mistook your divine blessings as the touch of evil. We had no idea the fire you wield is sacred. The fact that you've destroyed the living evil is a testament to your righteousness. Please do whatever you wish. We're at your service. Go about your business in peace. And he begins packing up the cart. He issues commands to these lesser committee members and is spread the good word. Our savior is here, and they
I
begin.
just want to know where he
Just a
got
good
the
time
thing in
to,
the
like,
first place.
Say no more trial by combat. Also, what was his plan if it beat us? Does he just have a way to get it back in the box?
Good questions.
We have questions.
Does the
I mean,
book
I'm
have
assuming
an
with all
answer?
this, I'm assuming with all this reverence, I can get that answer out of him.
Does the
Yeah.
book have?
Hey,
The book
before
might
you go,
have an answer.
yeah, the book's got an answer.
Yeah, so I'm gonna approach him angrily, like, "What the fuck? What would have happened had we not done this?"
I would have corralled it back into the box. We've been using this to test righteousness for over a year now.
That's an incredibly poor and biased decision. Just want to say.
How the fuck do they coax it back into the box?
With sticks.
Or sticks. Yeah, poke it. Are you poking the bear?
Stands to reason. Yeah, Kirik's just gonna leave. He's just leave this whole fucking town. Fuck this
Could I
place.
have forced it back in the box with my dancer's spear? It's a stick.
Good question.
Maybe they have special sticks that with like anti-ooze properties.
This thing's just trained to fear sticks.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or maybe they have like
get-
hydrophobic sticks, and so it just gets like repelled off of them, like ooze phobic sticks.
Who's phobics?
Listen, I'm not entirely sure there's a viable excuse for this. There's some bullshit going on.
The rest of the Arataki show up, and what is going on?
I
Yeah,
don't
can we
know.
have
Everybody
Quiet
hates us
Life
on
be on
principle.
really quick before he like keels over and dies. He is one sprint from death.
Yes.
I tried to throw healing at him, but he hasn't taken it.
Yeah, you guys can escape from the worshipful masses and find a bit of respite and privacy off screen.
Everybody just hates us on principle.
And now everybody likes us on principle. Maybe the captains won't be so quick to send people off just because I have a ghost. Hey, can we go back and talk to the captain now?
Buys items they're readily offering to sell. Apparently, we're the criminals.
Yeah, this
I
place don't
know.
make any fucking sense.
And I killed the thing, and everyone's all over Kirrik.
Yeah, you did kill the thing, but
But
I
Kirk
guess
Spitfire,
Kirk was more
therefore.
dramatic about it.
he's got main character syndrome. Unfortunately, Majin Vegeta. That's
Yeah,
the
I am highly concerned that if that creature had rolled a 2, it would have been a success.
How much health did it have left?
it had 18 hit points.
So
4 hit points over.
You did 22 hit points of damage to it. I was expecting it to succeed and then Kirrik to cut it in half and then breathe all over it.
Oh, so that's where you had this whole thing prepped for Kirk breathing on it and killing it.
Well, he's been breathing sacred fire the whole time, you know. As the character was primarily leaned into their deviant abilities. Teriani, you have an excuse of that you don't actively use yours. It's a reaction, but
I have a panic button.
you have a panic button. So yeah, you guys can heal up and recover while Sakawachi, who's been spending the better part of the day looking for you.
Oops.
Well, we were all doing our own business. We have established, or we've made an arrangement with a halfling caravan heading to Canterbury at the end of the week. I've volunteered us to provide travel security as they make their way across the wasteland, and it'll get us a heck of a lot closer to our destination. It'll,
Fair enough.
it's about 200 miles away, and it should take about 10 days. I wouldn't want to walk that in on foot. Plus, we'll be under their protection. Well, experience, I should say. They're leaving. They'll be leaving in three days. Although things here seem to have gotten a little out of hand. Are we safe?
I mean, I think we're protected now. So, yes.
Okay. Well, we should gather up as many supplies as we can. Mendev is a wasteland, and we may not be able to scavenge for food reliably.
Are the shops still charging us inflated prices?
Well, that depends. If we skip forward to the next day, word of your reputation has spread. Everyone wants to see Kirrik or touch Kirrik. People run up to you in the street and try and lay their hands on you. Sometimes without permission, but sometimes very austerely and graciously they approach and ask to receive your blessing. And stores are now they are offering you trinkets and frivolities as signs of good favor, but if you do want costly materials, they are regular price now.
Can I get reimbursed for the 50% on the stuff?
I just had a very random thought. You know how Kirrik stitches himself together? It was just one of his abilities.
Yeah.
Well, I do that now too. Khali magically learned how to stitch herself together just watching Kirrik, and I am headcanoning that. It's not a deviant ability. I just watched Kirrik and said, I understand.
And everyone else in town is also similarly wishing for some of that divine influence to rub off on them.
I feel like they would have been
for
terrified if
future
I used my
reference,
Titan Swing.
One of the random trinkets that are being handed to us is going to be the restock for my impression planner.
That's good. Yes, you can have for the staff. If you succeed at a coerce check, you can have the difference back.
Can I have Kirrik make this roll?
And Kirrik's the divine guy, yeah.
Okay.
Find it course is under exploration. Yeah.
Is it with me?
Yeah, success. Please.
God.
Please. Oh, by all means, we wouldn't dare overcharge our savior.
Sweet. We just because that's a lot of fucking gold.
It was a lot of money, and you know that's that probably will not carry over to other things. During the following day, you are greeted by a throng of priests of Aiuvarin. They are all young and eager to meet with this alleged divine avatar. They greet you all warmly. They shake your hands. They ask if you've had a proper tour of Egede. They see some of the lingering marks of the wounds, the acid scars and burns from the previous day, and begin making sure that your clothes are magically mended and that your wounds are properly healed, even if they don't need it. Yes,
my clothes are probably a complete wash at this point, and so I got a whole new set of carbs. I was planning on buying it, but if we can wrap that into the mending.
And everyone, please make a blind perception check.
That's the button next to the dice, right?
Yeah. The one with the eyes slashed out.
Yeah.
Well, that's violent.
Teriani, you're the only one that notices this, and maybe you don't necessarily want to say anything about it, but these acolytes, as they are, just like hovering over and tending to you, occasionally some of them will like, as you're walking around snacking, they just like try and slip like a piece of loose hair and then secret it on their person. uh it it's very clear that and they're doing this to the four of you, but Kirrik is getting special attention.
Oh no,
And
I've
I
got a
think
lot of hair.
you being a witch are particularly attuned to people that collect nails, hair, blood, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's I don't know a practical way to prevent it from happening with the crowd though.
That's yeah. It doesn't seem like it's something that you could do anything about. You could speak up about it, um, and but it
I will
doesn't.
give the party a heads up that it's happening with kind of like the possibilities of occult rituals involving hairs.
Yeah, it so far it doesn't seem like it is malicious. It seems to be very much that they are collecting what religious orders would refer to as relics.
Yeah, it's kind of the considering the possibility of like the fact that these hairs will be specifically labeled, and so down the line it could become a problem for us.
Um,
Someone like instead of getting a hair off of us for the ritual, they just rob this town and get a hair for us to target us specifically.
by the end of the second day, as you're waiting before your caravan is ready to depart, and also if a new opportunity for you to shop at normal values, so I should fix the stop and swap. But at some point while you are hanging out, Khali, when
Yeah.
I imagine you're not a fan of these big crowds, so you kind of keep your distance from everyone that is following everyone.
But the cat people love other people.
Oh, well, maybe you're just in the middle of it. But I have these bird icons that are flying around the map, not necessarily just for flavor, but because this is a very northerly town and it is kind of lousy with ravens. One of them will alight very near you as when you are sitting at some point, like maybe after lunch or something when you are snacking. And a raven alights near you that has very conspicuously a parcel attached to its leg.
Okay.
And it sidles up to you and kind of makes cool raven noises that you don't know because you don't live here like everyone else does.
So can I look at that?
Yeah, double click it. It's a
Double click.
Oh,
Message
it's a message.
tube.
I'll read it aloud, Khali.
I would love to. It says absolutely nothing for me.
I'm
Oh wait, things happened.
so now go back to the animal messenger.
Oh, it's funny handwriting. Do you guys want me to read it, or should I just drag it over so you can read it yourselves? This is a genuine question.
I'd appreciate your interpretation on it.
I can't read cursive. They didn't teach me this in school.
You child.
I did teach me this in school. Oh, is this the guy that first hired us? Yeah. Gatewalkers, may this missive find you well. It's come to my attention that you've recently arrived in Mindev. Taking the long way home, it seems. No matter. I've also learned that you have some interesting new companions, including a young seer who bears the same mark of the Gatewalker, as we all do. Continue to travel with her and help her complete her quest however you can. I've little doubt that this seer will ultimately be useful to our investigation into the meaning of the missing moment. Find attached a banknote with payment for your good work so far. Consider it a bonus. Once you've finished helping the seer, come back to this town. I don't know how to say that, for a full report. You can expect a sizable reward upon your return. I imagine you have questions, foremost, perhaps how I know all this? Yes. Suffice to say, I kept an ear to the ground after person sent me word you disappeared from Seven Arches. The full story is too complicated to tell in a letter. I'll explain everything when you finish your work and wherever we are, and return to the town. Dr. Ridelson.
How the ever living fuck did he find us?
That's what I want to know. It's a
It's
blank
been,
check for
like,
400 gold.
days. Wait, if it's a blank check for 400 gold, it's not a blank check.
Blank
is
check for
blank,
400
there's just
gold.
Any bank of Abadar. Oh, okay.
Taking the tube off of the Raven, it flies away.
Bye, birdie. Have a nice flight. You guys don't get to see the fancy lettering.
All right, let's clear all these conditions.
Yeah, it's really funny that of all people, I, the cat, got delivered the bird. Or maybe just saw the bird, I guess.
You had to keep your eyes out for him.
Tasty crow snack. I don't know how he knew these things. Like, actually, though.
You guys were hired?
Oh yeah, you don't know anything about this guy. Why don't you explain to Yawn who he is?
Oh, that's such a long story.
Is there a promise to us starting the adventure in the first place?
Thought it was all just a freak accident.
It kind of was, but he pointed us in the very general direction of the freak accident.
Yeah.
He said, go figure out this. We figured that out, maybe possibly, sort of, and figuring that out brought us to you.
You guys
And now
all
we're here.
forgot about Fianara already.
I don't know how to
And-
say her name.
Yeah, we were doing stuff with her. I think we wanted to report back for a couple of reasons and check on them. And I think we had a maybe floating end in that town. So that's a bit unfortunate.
Oh yeah, we just disappeared without a trace, didn't we?
You did disappear without a trace.
Like, what happened?
The world
Well,
kept.
okay.
The world
Begs
moved
the
over.
question, how the fuck did he find us? Well, he's got some connections. That or he's got a witch mark on one of us.
Wouldn't it be funny if the witch mark was on the witch?
That's what I was thinking.
Which
I
mark?
mean, he's Professor X, right? So he just popped into whatever the fucking
Yeah, he
machine's called.
cerebroed it.
Yeah, cerebroed.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
How do I say this town name?
Lipstadt.
Oh, that's a... What?
Lipstadt.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know how to read that. I can read the Sarkoris question mark. Scar now that it's not in cursive and confusing.
Okay. I'm gonna take a look and make sure that your characters know they have enough food. They do not have enough food.
I want more food. I especially need food given my stupid drawback.
Uh,
I need extra food.
you do have an opportunity to meet with your caravan drivers before you leave, if you want. But Sakawachi told you that the trip is expected to take over 10 days, and it is a distance of over 200 miles to get from here to the next city, Kennebrus.
How much food do we need?
10 days worth at the very least.
I don't know how many that is.
That would be 2 rations. per person.
Oh, I have 3.
Well, you're carrying food.
I have 2.
All right, you're good.
I have 0.
I can find food.
You a hungry boy.
I should get more food considering how much I eat of it.
I'm assuming Mendev is too scarred up for Teriani to scrounge. That's why we're actually concerned about food.
It would be unreliable, but not impossible.
But I always succeed. I have an entire background dedicated to it.
You may be able to overcome all the advice that you are being given to you because you are main character.
I took a gold.
I have 4.
It's my shiny coin.
Can't buy your assets.
Oh, I got to fix the stop
And
and swap.
that being said, I can only feed myself and 4 others.
Hey, that sounds
There.
like the party.
It sounds like the party plus 1. But I would have to critically succeed on a dice roll to take care of twice as many additional creatures. The way that's reading, that reads like a critical success means I feed 3 times the amount of people as I do on a success, because it's twice as many additional creatures. What a weird way to write that. I'm sure that's only intended to mean double.
Do you want to cash that banknote?
Hey, how much is the promissory note itself worth?
The listed value is 400 gold.
Okay. But what if I prescient planner one of those?
Then you'll have a piece of paper.
Okay.
The store said A4. I don't know what that means.
I mean, you can go buy promissory notes of the listed value. So, if you how much did they give you? What's the total value of it?
It'd be a whole process. I'm not overly worried about it unless like weight of coin becomes an issue.
Wouldn't that be? Is that an exploit where you just prescient plan like, oh, I found $5 in banknotes
Really?
every day?
One neat hack.
All right.
I do have to technically pay for the things I prescient planner.
I am going to delete that and add $400 to your party stash.
I'll put the letter in the stash. Now you guys can see the fancy writing. Sorry, I don't know how to read because it's cursive.
It's cursed. Oh no.
Still.
It's somewhat cursive. Loki kind of how I write, where it's like half cursive, half not.
Cursive was just a method to not have to pick your pen up and not make it look illegible. So if you can achieve that, then you are technically writing in cursive.
It's calligraphy for dummies.
Yeah.
I see.
You ever used a fountain pen, Sarah?
Maybe?
You ever seen a fountain pen in real life?
Yes.
If cursive is slightly cursed, wouldn't that just make it cursish?
Cursish?
Ish.
Cursish? I was trying. Nothing happened there. Rolled a 3.
Someone roll one of these.
Demon lore. I want some demon lore. Which one of those am I best at?
I'm probably best at either nature or religion.
I'm best at this one.
Is there a time limit to this? Or can I take ageless patience?
You can do a patience thing, yes.
Ooh, free +2.
All right. You are planning on traveling deeper into Mendev. Other than it being a demon blighted wasteland, there is not much that you know. However, Kirrik, with your history of someone who kind of relishes battle, you know or have heard that the Sarkoris scar is somewhat flourishing because after the Worldwound closed, the soil, which has been enriched for generations of spilled demon blood and crusaders, has turned it into a sort of a fey paradise. Paradise is a wrong word, but it is a space that has uh, become a haven for druids and fae, as well as some of the world's most pristine farmland again.
Huh. Neat.
I need to plan on making gold iron.
All right, scoop up all the stuff out of the party chat, and we will begin the caravan. I need to move time a couple of days. It's gonna mess with all of your durations. That's fine. We are leaving on Friday.
You
So who's
stole my
carrying the gold?
letter.
The gold?
I'll take all the gold.
Yeah, you carry the gold. We got over that.
I won't stop you from carrying the gold.
No, we've
Shinies.
already agreed we can leave the gold in the party chat.
No, it's
The
my
party
shiny.
box. God damn it.
It's my shiny.
Only when we're in town does the party chat. Yeah.
Otherwise, Khali hoards it.
Now Collie's gonna have to answer the question every single time. How much gold do we have, Collie?
Yes.
Listen, Colin, it's not going to help us buy a room.
I mean, you could just go to Stash and look at party total coin.
That is true.
That's a good
Not
one.
wrong.
That
The
was my complaint.
you meet with the travel team shortly before the scheduled leave early on Friday morning. Because that way, if you leave on a Friday and it takes 10 days to get there, you get to first thing enjoy the weekend.
Nice.
The caravan is a married pair of halflings from Aiudara. There is Attic and Krisha Longwheel. And due to your quote volunteer, when you approach, you're like, "Hey, yeah, excited for this horrible, nightmarish trip across the wasteland." we can definitely get more supplies over there. What with you bringing security and all, there are 3 covered wagons that are each being pulled by a pair of horses, and a 4th wagon, which has sort of a smaller cart attached to it. And in the back, and Attic continues on. It's like, yeah, you guys practically doubled our the load that we can carry. What with all the extra hands, this is going to be great. You guys keep up the rear because that's where demons like to sneak up to and keep us all safe. And we'll get you across there lickety split. You can see that they're the kind of materials that they are going to be shipping. It's mostly food, as well as some really basic manufactured goods. Like there's lots of raw material. I say manufactured goods for manufacturing. Lots of raw materials like cut lumber, as well as bolts of various different size cloths. It's the kind of basic things that people would need lots of supplies of, as well as some finished goods, like things like clocks, things like the kind of precision stuff that you would get out of a town that you wouldn't be able to, necessarily get your hands on in the wilderness. Luxury goods that, would trade for high value. It's probably where they make the most of their money. But you can tell that this is a milk run.
I'm done for a milk run.
I didn't know what that meant until I moved to Alaska.
I don't know what that means.
When are you going to come to Alaska?
I don't know.
You get here and we can force Joe to come back and we can play in person. Joe's the only out of towner.
The Joe can experience milk run. Just
What's a milk run?
Nick, you're the plane guy.
I guess kind of. Basically, just a route for originally it's like receiving and delivering milk to customers, but now the term is just used for like this is the route we take to bring supplies or whatever to X villages. So it's like it's called the milk run. If Joe, yeah, so if Joe wants to come to Fairbanks, he has to go on a milk run because the flights will just go from Ketchikan to island to island to island because you might as well on the way there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a paper route, but the route is survival.
Yeah.
There are direct flights to Anchorage, and there's a direct flight like to Seattle to Fairbanks. So there are other options to get to Fairbanks. It's just kind of
it always feels bad going the
ways
wrong direction for like half the distance.
Yeah, the way the schedules line up, it's usually easier to take the milk run. But at least from Ketchikan.
Things.
All right, you guys are going to be on the trailing wagon, along with one of you is going to be driving it, unless you don't want to, and then one of the Arataki can. Enuma is going to be driving the third wagon, and then the two halflings are going to be driving the first and the second. So you're more or less free to distribute how you want between the third and the fourth wagon. Mostly the fourth wagon, because the third one is also loaded down with cargo.
I probably know how to drive.
It would be nature checks to handle animals.
What about this? Not that I'm explicitly riding them, but...
Oh yeah, this, yeah, okay, you are a captain. Oh, captain, my cat, Pan.
Meow, meow, meow.
Captain.
I probably know how to drive a cart.
I can nature check to handle some animals, but
no, you got a background that just, is amazing.
It solves the food problem for myself and for others. Some other people are going to have to figure out their food.
So the first day of travel is relatively uneventful if we are ready to set out. If you want to test the waters on subsisting, go ahead and give me a subsist check there for yourself, Yawn. And by Yawn, I mean Teriani.
You wanted to subsist?
Yeah, this is just the first day. And if anybody else has downtime stuff they want to do, Khali, you're driving, so you can't really. Kirrik, you can't really do any earn income. I don't know if you guys have any,
Oh, wait, that's a downtime thing. It's probably subsist survival.
Yes.
Also, of note, if we need to, I can create a forgery.
That came up in the Pathfinder Society scenario recently. We made a bunch of passports.
Oh, nice.
So...
a 30 will succeed if you've got stuff that improves that better.
But not critically succeed?
It will not critically succeed. You realize that it is even just, a few hours from town, it is beginning to get more and more hard scrabble and blasted as you move through Mendev. and it could probably only get worse from here. It may not be impossible for you to do, but it is definitely going to get harder as the days move on.
Yeah, I could spend twice as much time doing it, but I think that kills our progress.
Yeah, and the caravan is not particularly interested in slowing down to your pace since you are technically hired help. And the halflings. I think his name was Atticus. Was his name? His name was Atik. Let me type these out for you guys. Da, da, da.
I'll be right back.
Thanks, Khali.
Oh.
Meow.
I was right, it did start with a C. It was like the girl starts with a C. I don't remember what it was, but it started with a
Attic
C.
and Krisha are more than happy to relieve you of the burden of trying to gather foodstuffs in the wilderness by selling you some of their trade goods.
Like these people. They know how the world works.
Let's see how far we get before things happen.
I like to imagine that the reason that Khali knows how to drive these things is because she just wanders and wanders and wanders and happened upon employment.
He's a wanderer. You've joined lots of random caravans.
Well, I mean, that's a thing that the cats do a lot of times.
Okay, Saturday. I need 2 dice this time, so another subsist from Teriani, and a flat check from our driver, Khali.
I don't know. I'm gonna crash the car.
It's okay. Anything worse than a success is a success.
I just rolled D20.
Yep, Teriani, you
Oh no.
Succeeded.
you would normally have failed, yes.
I rolled a 5. I feel like that's bad.
A 5 is
What did I crash
bad.
into?
As
What did
you
I crash into?
you do not crash. You have your eyes peeled ahead of you, as the sounds of growls begin to descend upon the caravan,
Oh, hiss and growl right back at you.
and we'll see what happens next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh no.
What a cliffhanger!
I mean, not even the full information of what the 5 does.
Are we gonna have 3 sessions of yelling at each other?
I'm
Yes.
down.
We're back in the wilderness, baby.
Hmm.
As you can see, it's very difficult to find food.
Pitch black.
Any problems with game next week?
I don't think I have any particular issues.
Ryan, are you ready for 2 days back to back of Pathfinder?
Oh yeah, that'll be
Just like last week?
yeah. Then I will definitely remember.
I'm gonna see if
You
I
have-
can convince my supervisor to give me 4 10s.
I don't like 410s.
Yeah, but there's a big nationwide Street Fighter tournament on Wednesdays, and I'd like to be able to participate in it.
Oh, that's probably worth it for a little while.
Yeah.
All right, goodbye. See you at work tomorrow.
Bye.